Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Muhammad Munib Hamid. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says the government has initiated an effective reforms agenda to facilitate ease of doing business. Addressing prominent business personalities at Pakistan breakfast meet in Davos today, Imran Khan said the country has been put on right economic track and good times are ahead for it. Foreign Minister says regional peace and security is under threat after India revoked special status of occupied Kashmir. Pakistan today conducted successful training launch of surface-to-surface ballistic missile Ghaznavi. Foreign Office has categorically rejected claims that China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project is in the form of loans or non-concessional financing with sovereign guarantees. China has urged world community to recognize and encourage Pakistan's political will and active efforts for counter-terror financing. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has said the government has initiated an effective reforms agenda to facilitate ease of doing business. He was talking to chairman and CEO of a multinational company on the sidelines of World Economic Forum in Davos today. The Prime Minister showed full cooperation of the government to investors and businessmen regarding environment-friendly green technology in line with the government's Clean and Green Pakistan. Talking to CEO of another multinational company, Imran Khan invited foreign investors to invest in energy, tourism, and hospitality sectors in Pakistan. He said the government has, for the first time after 60s, prioritized industrialization agenda with the aim to enhance skills, technology transfer, and economic growth. Addressing prominent business personalities at Pakistan breakfast meet in Davos today, Imran Khan said the country has been put on the right economic track and good times are ahead. He said his vision is to turn Pakistan into a welfare state and ensure inclusive development as envisioned by the founding fathers. Imran Khan said the government is spending money to revive industries by encouraging and giving them incentives. In an interview with CNBC, Prime Minister Imran Khan once again called upon US President Donald Trump and the United Nations to intervene for resolution of Kashmir dispute. He said Kashmir is a far more serious problem than the people and the world realize. Imran Khan said 8 million people have been put under siege in occupied Kashmir since 5th of August last year. The Indian forces have picked up thousands of Kashmiri teenagers and arrested all their political leaders. He said it is a serious situation and warned that this could potentially spill over into a conflict between the two nuclear-armed countries. When asked about US-Iran tensions, the Prime Minister made it clear that Pakistan will not only be partner in peace. Responding to another question, the Prime Minister rejected the impression that the CPEC has made Pakistan indebted to China. Prime Minister Imran Khan also held a meeting with German Chancellor Angela Merkel on the sidelines of World Economic Forum in Davos today. Angela Merkel invited Prime Minister Imran Khan to visit Germany. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says regional peace and security is under threat due to India's step of revoking the special status of occupied Kashmir. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad this afternoon, he said 175 days have passed of the lockdown of Kashmir, where all fundamental rights stand unserved. Foreign Minister said Indian steps reflect its unilateralism and depict its non-seriousness in resolving issues through bilateralism. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said a campaign will be launched from Saturday to highlight the issue of occupied Kashmir through print, social and electronic media. Pakistan today conducted a successful training launch of surface-to-surface ballistic missile Ghaznavi. According to ISPR, the missile is capable of delivering multiple types of warheads up to a range of 290 kilometers. The President, Prime Minister, and Chairman Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee and Services Chiefs have congratulated the nation on this landmark achievement. This is Radio Pakistan. President Dr. Arif Alvi says transparency and accountability are among the top priorities of the government to ensure good governance in the country. Sharing a presentation on the Office of Auditor General of Pakistan in Islamabad today, he underlined the importance of incorporating modern technology and techniques in the auditing and accounting processes. The president also stressed the need for capacity building of human capital through regular trainings. Pakistan has categorically rejected as baseless the claims that China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project is always in the form of loans or non-concessional financing with sovereign guarantees. Responding to queries of media persons at her weekly news briefing in Islamabad today regarding U.S. Ambassador Alice Wells' recent remarks against the corridor project, Foreign Office spokesperson Aisha Faruqi clarified total CPEC debt is about $4.9 billion US, which is not even 10% of the country's total debt. The spokesperson said the CPEC has helped Pakistan to address development gaps in energy, infrastructure, industrialization, and job creation. Aisha Faruqi said all countries are welcome to invest in special economic zones of CPEC. Responding to a question, the spokesperson said Pakistan has taken a whole range of steps to meet the requirements of the FATF. China has urged world community to recognize and encourage Pakistan's political will and active efforts for counter-terrorism financing. The Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Zheng Shuang was commenting on Pakistan's Action Plan report, which was discussed during the Joint Group Financial Action Task Force meeting in Beijing. The spokesperson expressed satisfaction over visible progress made by Pakistan to strengthen its domestic counter-terrorism financing system. He hoped that FATF would continue to offer constructive support and assistance to Pakistan in its continued efforts to improve the counter-terrorism financing system and effectively fight the terrorist financing. A Washington-based U.S. Congress think tank says India's unilateral change of Kashmir's status could harm regional stability. A report titled Kashmir Background, Recent Developments and U.S. Policy, released by U.S. Congressional Research Service, said India's action of abrogating Article 370 and Article 35A of its constitution sparked international outrage. International Court of Justice has asked Myanmar to take urgent steps to prevent genocide of minority Rohingya Muslims in the country. The court gave the order while announcing decision in the case filed by Gambia in November last year, alleging that Myanmar is committing genocide of its minority Muslim Rohingya population. In Syria, 40 soldiers have been killed in attacks by militants in several parts of Idlib province. Russian Defense Ministry said the militants also seized 2 settlements in one of the offensives, and Syrian army troops were forced to abandon some of their positions in southeast of Idlib's de-escalation zone. The first match of 3-match T20 series between Pakistan and Bangladesh will be played at Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore tomorrow. Radio Pakistan will broadcast live ball-to-ball running commentary on all matches of Pakistan-Bangladesh cricket series. And finally, the weather. Mainly cold and partly cloudy weather condition is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain with snowfall over mountains is expected at isolated places in northwest Balochistan, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Upper Punjab, Islamabad, Kashmir, and Gilgit-Baltistan during evening and night. And now we shall repeat the headlines. Prime Minister says the government has initiated an effective reforms agenda to facilitate ease of doing business. Addressing prominent business personalities at Pakistan Breakfast Meet in Davos today, Imran Khan said the country has been put on the right economic track. Foreign Minister says regional peace and security is under threat after India revoked special status of occupied Kashmir. Pakistan today conducted successful training launch of surface-to-surface ballistic missile Ghaznavi. Foreign Office has categorically rejected claims that China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project is in the form of loans. China has urged world community to recognize and encourage Pakistan's political will and active efforts for counter-terror financing. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.